incredibly popular because of both his presidency and his work on his foundation. And I want to use that popularity to send the message that the era of cowboy diplomacy is over. We're going to start working with people again and try to find some common solutions to our common problems.
Senator, you were offended the other day for reasons that I think a lot of people understood by comments that were made on MSNBC. And in the wake of that, I heard from some of the people on your staff who say, to their surprise, they actually think that Fox News is giving you a better break than MSNBC. Is that your perception? Well,
there was some independent study that my staff sent me. We didn't do it, but it was some independent study which seemed to suggest that in terms of, the fairness of the coverage. Look, I'm a mom first. I'm a candidate second. I really am troubled by this pattern of behavior and comments that you hear.
2-week suspension, you said that's inadequate for what was said. What would be adequate? Are you looking for a higher or something
more? That's not my job, John. That's the job of the people who run the network. But I think that they need to take a hard look. This is like the third time they've had to apologize, and there are a lot of things that they haven't had to apologize for that might have merited one. So I wish they would take a look at, some of the pattern of demeaning comments that are made on their network.
Well, we're down to the last few seconds here, and I've got to ask you this one because everybody's been asking about it. What's with the hot peppers? and how do you take them? How do you eat them? That's the question everybody's been asking in the news.
Leanne, I'm so glad we are finally talking about an issue that I have some firsthand experience with. I eat hot peppers because years ago I was told that hot peppers would keep me healthy. And
well, what kind?
Knock on wood. Oh, jalapenos, banana peppers, any kind of hot pepper.
Okay.
I eat them raw. I eat them cooked. I don't know whether it's for everybody, but it's worked for me.
Oh, that's all the time we have. Unfortunately, we've got lots more to get through, but we sure do appreciate your time.
It's great to be here with the Harris team.
We're brothers. We've got the Harris boys. All right, thanks for joining us. Of course, we'll have more for you coming up here.
15 years in Congress have changed Al Wynn. Wynn took thousands from drug and insurance lobbyists and PACs and then voted against quality, affordable health care. And Wynn voted for Bush's war in Iraq. Al Wynn's changed. Now we need a change. Democrat Donna Edwards, working mom, community activist. Donna's fought to lower drug prices and stop domestic violence. On February 12th, vote for change. Vote Donna Edwards. She'll always be on our side. MoveOn.org. Political action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Americans still have that can-do spirit. We know you can't solve economic problems with political promises. The stakes are too high, the future too important. We can turn our economy around and build a new age of prosperity. I'll bring more than my 35 years of experience to the White House. I will bring your voice and your spirit. We're Americans, and together, there's no problem we can't solve. I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message because the stakes have never been higher.
15 years in Congress have changed Al Wynn. Wynn took thousands from drug and insurance lobbyists and PACs and then voted against quality, affordable health care. And Wynn voted for Bush's war in Iraq. Al Wynn's changed. Now we need a change. Democrat Donna Edwards, working mom, community activist. Donna's fought to lower drug prices and stop domestic violence. On February 12th, vote for change. Vote Donna Edwards. She'll always be on our side. MoveOn.org. Political action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
I'll be a president who finally makes health care affordable to every single American by bringing Democrats and Republicans together. I'll be a president who ends the tax breaks for companies that ship our jobs overseas and put a middle-class tax cut into the pockets of working Americans. And I'll be a president who ends this war in Iraq and finally brings our troops home. We are one nation, and our time for change has come.
This is an ABC 7 News Politico special event. Clinton, Obama, the Chesapeake Challenge.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm ABC 7's Leon Harris, along with my colleague John Harris, editor of the Politico. We are here at the eve of Chesapeake primary here in the region, and on this night, we want to go ahead and spend some time with the leading Democratic contenders. Joining us for the next half hour, uninterrupted, is Illinois Senator Barack Obama. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, let's get right to it. As you know, there is tremendous interest in this race between you and Senator Clinton.
Yes.
And it has been building. As a matter of fact, since that debate that you all had with the CNN Politico LA Times, that debate had a record audience.
Right.
Since then, she's been calling for regular debates with you, and you've been holding off on that. You've been stalling that idea. Now, usually when a candidate does not agree to debate,